Hey there. So, some guys among you might have wondered, why does Michael never talk about microphones, uh, specific microphones? Where are the microphone reviews? He seems to have so many microphones, so what gives? I think it's time to come out with something. I don't like spec talk. And there is a good reason for that. Spec talk is highly misleading. Let me give you an example. This microphone is supposed to have the superior frequency response compared to my current main driver, which is this microphone. So, how come that I don't use this microphone anymore? There is a number of reasons for that. For example, this microphone is big. It's ginormous. I mean, right? And it doesn't stop here. This microphone, I mean, okay, it's big, can be a problem, maybe not so much, who knows? The thing about how big this microphone is, it doesn't stop at the microphone itself. For example, I need this to use this microphone on stream. Because other than when I'm using the microphone like this, being highly aware what I'm actually doing on stream, I happen to hit this microphone a lot with plosives, with wind noises, and also I need to post process the sound of this microphone. It never sounds the way I want it to sound. And lastly, the noise level out of this microphone is definitely way inferior to this microphone. Believe it or not. The noise out of the room, out of this microphone, is a lot quieter. I say almost half as loud as this. So why should I use this microphone, right? Well, there might be a use case, mostly if people don't care about the distance to the microphone. But I'm obsessed with using the microphone up close. And because I'm using this microphone up close, probably I did hit it with some plosives or wind noises up to this point. I will not know. I will not alter it. This is just how this microphone sounds. And I'm um, I'm getting back to this side of my mouth because I know that I hit plosives mainly into that direction. So probably while I was talking with the microphone on this side, you might have heard more plosives than before. And here we come to a weakness of this microphone that is often overlooked just because of its looks, right? This microphone is not meant to be used at a distance. I often see it that people who bought this microphone use this microphone at a distance. And to make this sound good again, I need to talk louder, and I need to raise the gain for this microphone. Both will raise the noise level just the same. And if I am having problems with the noise level, the outcome will simply be worse. I mean, I'm still using this microphone at quite a reasonable distance, actually. But just going from this to this does make very much a difference. So, this microphone is simply not the best for my use case, which is stupidly close, obviously with little gain. So I'm getting the best signal to noise ratio out of this microphone. And yeah, if I'm using this microphone this close, you saw the the windshield before, right? If I'm using this microphone this close, I obviously need a windshield if I'm using it as uncontrolled as in a live stream. I'm sorry. So, this microphone is ginormous if I have to use it with the windshield. Now I can use the microphone even right in front of myself. Thing is, why would I want to do that, right? I mean, imagine you have a microphone like this right in front of your face. It's stupid. It's giant. It's not nice looking anymore. I think the best microphone that you can have is a microphone that you can use up close without it obstructing the view to you as the streamer too much. And for that, this microphone isn't the right choice. And this is the point that I'm going for. I don't want to talk about specs, I want to talk about use cases. And since the main use case that I am talking about is obviously live streaming, this microphone might not be the best choice for that. Unless you have a very quiet room, but if you have that, I don't think that you are a game streamer. Because game streamer need a quite powerful PC to drive their stream, let alone the games. And if you need to do that, obviously the quality demands a lot of power. And if you need a lot of power, you have a lot of noise. The PC gets louder. And the PC is something you don't want to have on your recording. For example, my PC is actually quite loud. It's just that I'm using a lot of post processing to get rid of the noise levels right now. For example, let's start with the basics here. So I'm using an EQ to get rid of the super bassy low frequencies of this microphone. Yes, I'm actually getting rid of one of the what many people consider a strong suit of this microphone. Let's disable it for a moment here. So this is how my microphone sounds as is if I'm using it as close as I am used to use my microphones. And you can hear it, this microphone has become a lot bassier. And here start a lot of problems. For example, I have removed the ATK expander, which is a, well, expander gate. And this expander gate is actually meant to just cut off sounds that are not supposed to be part of my voice, but which are still louder than let's say the absolute noise level in the background, my PC. Thing is, well, the noise level is barely below 60 decibels. It's quite loud now. And this is a problem. I can't really get rid of the noise floor at this point. At least not without degrading the sound quality. Let's disable the noise reduction filter. And this is how this sounds, how this microphone sounds if I have it at this distance without any noise suppression measures. Yeah, this microphone is loud. It's actually quite loud. And this might surprise some among you, but dynamic microphones aren't some kind of magic wonder device that somehow lets the noise in your room disappear. It doesn't work that way. In the end, we are still talking about a microphone. And what's the job of a microphone? Capture what's there, obviously. Duh. And there you go. There you have a weakness in this microphone. Now I can make it even worse and use this microphone at a distance which most people use this microphone at. And now the noise level is clearly audible. And there's nothing I can really do to fix this. I mean, yes, I can try to use a expander gate. Let's actually do that. It sort of works, but not really. And what's worse, the moment I start talking, you hear the noise alongside my voice. So this is not really a use case that is practical anymore for this microphone. This microphone is meant to be used up close. So I'm reducing the gain again, so I can use this microphone up close. And look at this. Suddenly we have no noise at all anymore, just with the expander gate. Of course, the moment it opens, you hear this. And there we go. This is the problem that you are facing with microphones in general. You need to be able to cut out as much of the background noise as possible. And here we have a problem I didn't talk about yet. You remember, I need to use this microphone on this side because on this side I'm hitting it with a lot of plosives. Problem is, my PC is right there. So it's not in the quietest side of the microphone. The quietest side is now in that direction. So I would actually need to place my PC there, which is in front of my desk. And that doesn't make any sense, right? Why would anybody place their PC in the middle of the room in front of the desk? That's obviously nothing anybody would do. So what gives? I need to use this microphone on this side, right? And now I have the problem with the plosives and wind sounds in this microphone. So suddenly I need this again. And all of a sudden I have a giant thing in front of my face. And do you see that in the background? This is the shock mount for this microphone. And the microphone is, about this thick. It's about, as thick as my finger seems in comparison to to the shock mount. So the shock mount is actually as wide as the windshield. You have a giant instrument in front of your face. That's not nothing anybody would want to have on stream, right? So for me, this microphone is not usable like this. And this is why I started to use this. A simple singing, a dynamic stage microphone for singing purpose. If I'm using it alongside with something like this, which is a kind of shock mount, I have a very small setup right in front of my face, which works just as good as this. Granted, the bass response isn't as high as what you hear right now. It is more like, and let's set it back again, it is more like this. And because of that, this microphone might give you the impression, right, he sounds way more authoritative, way more manly with the bass response that this microphone is actually having. But actually, this is my voice. This is much closer to how I actually sound. And because of this, I have no real reason but for very specific purposes to use this microphone anymore. This is why it is back there on the desk of my husband. I don't use it anymore. Anyways, I hope this was interesting to you, and we see each other again. Bye.